Imran's Lesson on Fairness, the Tale of Riba. Once upon a time, in a bustling city filled with tall buildings and busy streets, there lived a boy named Imran. Imran was known all over the neighborhood for his kindness and big, warm heart. He loved to help his friends, his family, and even strangers he met on the streets. One day after school, Imran's friend Aisha came to him looking very worried. "Imran, I need your help," Aisha said, almost in tears. "My family's computer is broken, and we need it to do our homework and my dad's work." Imran's heart went out to Aisha. He wanted to help but didn't have enough money himself. So he decided to ask Mr. Harris, the neighborhood's wealthiest man, for a loan. Mr. Harris was always ready to lend money, but there was a catch. "I can lend you the money, Imran," Mr. Harris said with a sly smile. "But you must pay me back with extra. That extra is called interest, or riba." Imran scratched his head. Riba. He remembered his grandpa telling him that riba was not a good thing. Grandpa had said, "Riba is like asking for more than what you gave. It's not fair and makes people sad." Imran didn't want to make Aisha's problem worse, so he thanked Mr. Harris and left. He walked to the community center and told everyone about Aisha's broken computer. Soon, all the neighbors gathered around. "We can help Aisha together," said Mrs. Johnson, who always had the best ideas. "Everyone can give a little money. No riba, just kindness." So the neighbors chipped in. Some gave coins, others gave small bills, and even the kids offered their pocket money. With all the money collected, Imran bought a new computer for Aisha's family. Aisha and her family were so happy. One evening, Imran was walking home when he heard someone crying. He followed the sound and found Mr. Harris sitting on a bench, looking very sad. "Mr. Harris, what's wrong?" Imran asked gently. Mr. Harris sighed. "Imran, I've made many mistakes. I have a granddaughter, Sarah, who needs a surgery, but I don't have enough money left because I was so focused on earning more through riba." Imran thought for a moment. "Mr. Harris, you've helped a lot of people by lending money. Maybe we can help you now." The next day, Imran called a neighborhood meeting. He explained Mr. Harris's situation and how he wanted to change his ways. The neighbors were surprised, but moved by Mr. Harris's honesty. "We'll help you, Mr. Harris," Mrs. Johnson said, "just like we helped Aisha." The neighbors chipped in again. This time, they not only collected money, but also organized a fundraiser. They sold homemade cookies, held a car wash, and even put on a talent show. Everyone contributed in some way. With the money they raised, they were able to help Mr. Harris pay for Sarah's surgery. Sarah got better, and Mr. Harris was overwhelmed with gratitude. "I've learned my lesson," Mr. Harris said with tears in his eyes. "From now on, I will lend money without riba and help anyone in need, just like Imran did." Imran was astonished. He had not expected this at all. The neighbors cheered and celebrated Mr. Harris's change of heart. And so, from that day on, the neighborhood decided to always help each other, without any riba. They understood that being fair and kind was the best way to live happily. Even Mr. Harris became known as a kind and fair man who helped the community prosper. The moral of the story: helping others with kindness and fairness is the best way to live. Riba is not fair and makes people sad. Working together and helping without expecting extra makes everyone happy and strong. And so, Imran's story teaches us the value of kindness, fairness, and helping one another. But what does religions specifically say about the concept of riba, or interest? Let's take a moment to explore the teachings of the Torah, Bible, Quran, and Hadith on this important topic. Riba is an Arabic term that translates to usury, or interest in English. It refers to the practice of charging excessive or exploitative interest on loans. Interest, or usury, has a long and complex history that dates back to the earliest civilizations. In ancient Mesopotamia, around 3000 BCE, interest practices were documented on clay tablets. Loans were often given in the form of grain or silver, and interest was a common part of these transactions. Similarly, in ancient Egypt, papyrus documents show that loans were issued with interest, often in the form of crops or other goods. God has forbidden interest in Judaism. The Torah explicitly prohibits charging interest on loans to other, later changed to fellow Jews, as seen in Deuteronomy 23:19-20. You shall not charge interest on loans to your brother, interest on money, interest on food, interest on anything that is lent for interest. This prohibition aimed to foster community and mutual support rather than exploitation. However, interest could be charged to non-Jews, which reflects a nuanced approach to usury within different contexts. Christianity took an even stronger stance against usury, influenced by biblical teachings. Early Christian writers and church fathers, such as Ambrose and Augustine, condemned the practice. The Fourth Lateran Council in 1215 explicitly banned usury and imposed penalties on those who engaged in it. They recognized the destructive nature of usury on communities and individuals. In Islamic finance and jurisprudence, riba is considered haram, prohibited, due to its exploitative nature and potential to cause social injustice and economic inequality. The message about riba in the Quran is clear and unequivocal. It is strictly forbidden and condemned. The prohibition of riba is based on several key principles. Justice and fairness. Charging interest is seen as exploitative, leading to injustice and unfair treatment, particularly of the poor and needy. Islam promotes equity and fairness in financial transactions. Ethical finance. Islamic finance encourages risk-sharing and profit-sharing arrangements instead of fixed, guaranteed returns. This ensures that both parties have a stake in the outcome of the business venture. Economic stability. The prohibition of riba aims to prevent the concentration of wealth in the hands of a few and to promote economic stability and social welfare. Moral and spiritual integrity. Engaging in riba is seen as a moral failing that detracts from one's spiritual integrity. The Holy Books associates riba with ingratitude and wickedness. The Quranic verses warn believers of severe consequences if they do not abstain from riba. The emphasis is on purifying wealth through lawful means and engaging in charitable acts, rather than exploiting others through interest-based transactions. Here, you can see references to verses in the Quran and Hadith about riba. We strongly encourage you, with the help of your parents, to read and try to understand these verses yourself. It's important to learn directly from the Quran and Hadith so you can understand the true teachings instead of listening to various opinions. Thank you for watching our story and learning with us. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Make sure to click on the bell icon so you never miss an update. We'd love to hear from you. Let us know in the comments box below which topic you'd like us to cover next time. See you in the next video.